First, we went to the National Cathedral, where we saw a lot of stained glass windows and there were a lot of gargoyles.
How you doing, Max?
Then we went inside the National Cathedral, and it was very pretty inside. There were a ton of stained glass windows, and it was massive inside. The ceiling was really high, and there were a lot of gargoyles. Then we went downstairs and saw Helen Keller's ashes, where it was very cool, and Helen Keller was a woman with multiple diseases. Then we saw the big pulpit. Then we went to the Jefferson Memorial, where we saw Jefferson inside. He was very tall, and it was a great dome building and it was very cool, lit up at night. This is the MLK Memorial, where it is very tall and it was carved very well. There's a lot of detail in it, and it tells you all about it. Then we went to the FDR Memorial, where we saw this awesome sign that shows him the years that he served. This is FDR in his wheelchair. He had a bad disease called polio. Then we went to the Lincoln Memorial, where we saw it lit up at night. We also went in another day and saw it at day, but he was very tall, and there was this awesome typo in there that I really should have took a picture of, but I didn't. Then we went to the Korean War Memorial, where we saw all the soldiers carrying their guns. Everybody seems like they were looking at you. This is the World War II Memorial. And it was very cool, lit up at night, and then there's one side called the Atlantic and one called the Pacific. There's a lot of fountains. Here's the Washington Monument at night. The next morning, we went to the Capitol, where we saw a ton of guards, and even though it was under construction, it was very cool from the outside. This is the Statue of Freedom, which represents the freedom of our country. Here we have Abraham Lincoln's head statue, where it was carved in marble and everybody wanted to see it. It was by the point where they started the whole Capitol building. This is the outside of the Library of Congress, where you can always tell that it's the Library of Congress because it's right by the Capitol and it has a really green roof. This is the library in the Library of Congress. The Supreme Court, where they hold all where all the judges sit and where they plead guilty people or make them innocent. This is Mount Vernon. This is George Washington's house, where there were a ton of slaves. It's made of wood, but it looks like it's made out of bricks. The lawn was huge, and I wish we could have played color tag on it. This is George Washington's old tomb. Here we have George Washington and Martha Washington's and their other relatives' tomb. Their new tomb. Inside those cement caskets is the one and only George Washington. This is the Marine Corps Memorial, where the soldiers are massive, and when you walk around it, it looks like the flag is raising. This is Mr. Ghost's friend's grave, David Andrew Johnson, who served in Afghanistan and was a Bronze Star and Purple Heart soldier. This is the Tomb of the Unknown Soldiers, which represents the soldiers who died and were never found anymore. Robert E. Lee's house, where he was the one who assassinated Kennedy. And yeah, JFK's ever-going flame, which never burns out because it's a gas lamp. Here we have the Air Force Memorial, where it represents all the fallen soldiers in the Air Force. This is Ford's Theater, where Lee's booth is where John Wilkes Booth shot Lincoln right in the head and broke his leg falling down. Here we are at the Pentagon, where the benches facing out were the ones that died in the plane, and the ones in were the ones who died in the Pentagon. Here's the Air and Space Museum, where we saw lots of big planes and vertical planes in space.